What's happening, guys? It's B-RAD and welcome to another episode on the Graft to a Draft series. Now there is going to be something a little bit different today. I am going to be doing this over on my Trade to Glory account, because if you did see my last episode, I did state I'm going to be doing the SBCs on the Graft to a Draft account with the coins that we have built up to do all those packs ready for a pack and guess this week. All the special players that are in pack at the moment, hopefully we should get plenty of 83 pluses, and like I say, any that I don't guess will be available for discard at the end of that game. But without any further delay, we are on a Graft to a Draft today. So as always, what I will be doing is I'll be making 15,000 coins from trading. We'll then enter them into the draft, see how far we can get, and see if we get anything decent in the rewards. Now obviously, the only thing I would say is, because all the special cards and things have come out, the trading is going to be a little bit different to what I said on the previous episode. So on the last episode I did the 85s to 86s, and on this one I was going to be doing the 87s to 88s. Now that is fine, but however there's not a lot of 87s to 88s now that are not special cards. So there are going to be some special cards in the 87s to 88s, like for instance the CONMEBOL players, which I've made a lot of coins on in the last 3 or 4 days, that I will be doing in this episode today. So if you have a look at the screen now, we are at 1.207 million in my account now. For those of you who did see my last episode on my Trade to Glory, before I did the Perisic SBC, I think it was, or the Prime Icon Pack SBC, I'm not sure which one it was, I was at 260,000 coins. The SBC cost me 60,000 and I had 200k left. Pretty much in the space of 2 days I got 1 million coins through trading. So today, although I am going to be trading to 15,000 coins to get the draft, if I do go over, I go over. I'd like to just show you some of these trading methods on these 87s to 88s. If I get 30, 40, 50,000, so be it. But really, obviously, I am just hoping to get the 15 at first. Now, the only thing I have noticed today as I've come on is that the live transfer market is down to 685,000 items. So as it stands at the moment, we are recording this on Monday morning. This is now 10:30 AM. So really there's not a lot of packs being opening, so it may be a little bit slow getting the players anyway. But that is around about 300,000 to 400,000 less than the market usually sits on Xbox. But it's going to be the case because obviously we are at the time in the game now where pretty much people are just winding down. They're not really going to be playing this anymore. They'll switch over to some of the other games they played during the summer while we wait for FIFA 21. But without any further delay, I am going to be going and looking today at my first 87 card. So we're going to go from the other way this time. I think the last time I started from goalkeeper upwards. I'm going to go from the top, and we are going to go with the first special card of the day as well, which is Skoko. So he is around about 23,000 coins, although these do fluctuate quite a lot. So we'll have a look there. Yeah, so 24,000 there is a few up for at the moment, and that haven't sold in about 7 minutes. So we'll be looking to probably list him up for 23.5 or 23 if we can. Now obviously with the Prime Icon SBC being out at the moment, these cards are still in demand. And people are just going to want to open the Prime Icon packs simply because they've got nothing else to do at the end of the game, so they might as well try and get themselves that Prime Icon, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, etc. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on this card for a little bit, try and get him at 21,000 coins or less, and we will stick him up at 23,500 coins. Okay, so we went on Skoko for a bit and none actually came up at 21,000. In terms of the players that I've used to trade with, he's not actually one of the ones that I've been using. He's a little low priced in order to sort of make the coins that I would need. Some of the ones I've been using, which one of them I maybe will show you in this video, are a little bit higher rated than that, and would be more likely to be used for the Prime Icon SBCs. But the next player we're going to go and have a look at is someone that I actually packed in my last video, and I've seen a few people actually pack him as an inform at the moment, and that is Jadon Sancho. Now the only problem obviously with Jadon Sancho is he does have a lot of special cards. Obviously we're going to try and see if we can limit out the 84 rated UEL card, but he has this left forward inform, which doesn't come out of a pack as a left forward. I imagine people aren't going to be using him, so they're just going to list him up. So we're going to go and try and get him as a left forward, and it looks like there he's around about 32,000. Yeah, so there's one up there at 31,250. Obviously we do know that Jadon Sancho, or inform sorry, in general, are being used at the moment to do the SBCs, because they've said team of the weeks, team of the week moments, or tops players are used. So we're going to go ahead and get Jadon Sancho, see if we can get one for 28k, and we will list that up at 31 if we do managed to pick one up. Okay, so nothing come up there for Jadon Sancho either. Like I say, unfortunately during the time of the morning that I have to record these, there's not a lot available. But you'll see now, we're going to go and have a look and see if we can get Bernardo Silva. So he's one of our very sort of more normal cards to get today. And he is going for 28,000 there. So we're going to try and see if we can pick him up at 26 and below. Now I'm not sure if there is a Bernardo Silva impacts at the moment that is a special card. I don't believe there is, because I think the only one that he's got is potentially the Tots nominee, and I don't think they're impacts at the moment. So looks like Bernardo Silva should come out of a pack as a normal card. We'll try and see if we can pick any of them up, and then we'll move on to some of the midfielders, which is where I'll show you some of the Carnivore cards that I have managed to make most of my coins on. Okay, so nothing came up for Bernardo Silva, but we have now moved on to Nicolas de la Cruz, who's one of the Carnivore players, but he comes out as a cam, 87 rated. And just looking here, he looks to be around about the 26,500 coin mark. So we're going to try and see if we can pick him up for 24,000 coins or less. He's not one of the most popular ones I've seen on the Carnivore players come up. A couple of them I will show you in a moment, and we'll see if we can snipe some of them. They're actually not in the 87 to 88 bracket, but we'll see if we can get a couple to make our 15,000 coins. But we'll go on De La Cruz just for a little bit and see if we can pick one up. Like I say, unfortunately it's Monday morning, no one's opening packs unless they've got their squad battles rewards, so we are struggling to actually get anybody at the moment. Okay, so there we go, we get a Buonanotte. So this is one of the players that I've been trading to make the 1.2 million that I have on the account. We just picked that one up there for 30,000 coins, and he currently sells for around about 37. So after tax, it's a massive 5k profit. I'm going to undercut him a little bit just because the prices fluctuate so much, and I think we will probably see some more come up anyway. But yeah, like I say, he should sell at 37. You can see if I now look here at 37.5, nothing's coming up. So we should easily get him sold. Like I say, the Carnivore cards are being widely used at the moment for the Prime Icon SBCs. So we'll continue to see if we can pick maybe one more or two more of him up, and then we're going to move on to some defenders. Okay, so we've been going on Buonanotte, or however you say his name. We've been going on him now for a little while. Usually he is much more common than this. I packed him a couple of times and I've seen other people pack him, which is why I sort of targeted him in the first place to try and make some coins off. But we have only found that one, which I believe is probably sold. I imagine it was about $1,000 under, so let's go and check. Yeah, it has sold. That takes us up to 211, so we need to get 222. So that is a massive 4k towards obviously our target. I think 4.5, 5k actually. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to some defenders, and we're going to actually first of all move on to our famous centre-back pairing that come out quite a lot for everybody, and you never know which one it's going to be until the face card pops up, because they are the same rating, same nation, and that is Alderweireld and Vertonghen. Now I don't really know what these prices are of these at the moment. Oh, 31,000 coins. Okay, so we'd be looking to get him for sort of 28 really and under to get one of these two, in order to basically make about 1,000 coins profit after tax. So we'll go on these two just for a little bit, and then we're going to move on to the other centre-back pairing of Thiago Silva and Marquinhos, who you can also search for under parameters similar to this, and we'll see if we can pick any of them up as well. Okay, so we went for a little while on the Belgian pairing of centre-backs at Spurs, and also on the Brazilian paired centre-backs at PSG, and nothing has actually come up with this. So what we're now going to do is look at another Conmebol player who I have seen come up a few times. His name is Mina. I believe he's a left back. I'm pretty sure it's Eugenio Mina. Yeah, so he comes up and he's around about the 23k mark, I believe. Yeah, so 23,750 he would definitely sell at. 24,000 is where he's got a few cards on there. So we're going to look to see if we can pick any of them up for 22 and under. Obviously 22, if we bought one at 22 and sold it at 23,750, we're only going to be really making about 500 to 600 coins there. But what I am hoping is that people won't really realise the value of these cards at the moment, and they might just go and stick one up at 20,000 coins thinking that they just want to get it sold. And that's where I'll be able to come in, and then I'll be able to make 2,500 coins off this one card. In point of fact, I literally just talked it up. As I said it, one comes up at 18.5. That's even more. That's nearly 4,000 coins. So we're going to go and put him up. We know how much he is. We can get definitely 23.5 for him. So that's 5,000 coins under, but after tax, it works out to about 4, just over 4. So that was a fairly quick search really. I had barely even been going on this card for probably a minute. So we're going to keep going on him, see if we can get any more, see if we can get another bargain like that, and see if we can get to our 1,222,000 to be able to do our draft. There we go. I thought we got that one, but we actually missed out on that. It's the orange cross. Rare to see in this actually, because you don't ever really think that people are sniping the same cards as me when I've gone through these CONMEBOLs. I've picked some of these up before, one sort of a minute and a half in. Never really had any competition, so that was quite unusual. I thought we had that. However, it did update the coin balance. You'll see in the top left hand corner we are now at 1215. So that means we've literally made 8,000 coins just for 2 cards. We're looking to get the last 7,000 coins now with the rest of the defenders and goalkeepers to be able to enter our draft. And there we go, pick one up at 20,750. So not as good a snipe, but like I say, we still know that we can list this up for 23.5 and he should go. I'm just going to go in and check the price again just to make sure that we're not missing off anything on the mark there. No, so yeah, 24,000 seems to be where there's one card sitting there, so anything under that we should instantly sell. What I'll do now is I'm going to move on to the goalkeepers and things. I don't want to just get them on these CONMEBOL cards, I want to give you some other options. So we're going to go and have a look at Navas. Obviously he does come up quite a lot, and I don't believe, unless he's got informs in at the moment, which he may well have actually. It looks like, yeah, there is quite a few informs on here, so we are going to try and see if we can get Navas. I'm going to put him at any and just see if we can actually find out how much his standard gold card is, which it looks like, because potentially it's not on the market. See, there's an inform there at 41, which I'd be tempted to buy, but at 45k I don't know whether it will necessarily sell. No, we're going to go on him at 37,000, and if one of the informs pop up, they pop up. I think because he has got a team of the week in the special packs, the chances of his card popping up are pretty slim. But I do want to try and get a goalkeeper. If not, I will move on to one of the CONMEBOL goalkeepers, Armani. He is higher rated, I think he's about 90 rated. We'll see if we can pick him up. So you see there, I just picked up that Hinestroza for 23.5. It's because his lowest buy now on there was actually around about 26. So we're going to put it up for that because that's only 1,300 after tax, which would give us a profit still. So yeah, you see 26,750 is his lowest, which is now overshadowed by the 26,000 card that I bought. So if we go down to that, you'll see there's nothing on there for that market. So that card should sell, and we're going to see if we can go on him at 24k. Just see if we can pick another up to sell again around about the 26,000 mark. Like I said, if we get one at 24k, it's only about 700 coins after tax. But you know, anything is better than nothing. So as we just load back in, because it did kick me out once again, you'll see that we're at the 1,218,000 mark. So we just need around about 4,000 coins, and we are now on Adebayor, who goes for 35,000 coins at the moment. Actually, there we go, straight away in with a snipe while I'm talking. But yeah, he's 35,000 coins, so we'll put this one up at 34. He should go straight away, and that will actually give us around about maybe 3,000 coins after tax. So if we get one more of him, which we'll try and get for 32 or under, then obviously we should have our 15,000 coins to go on a draft. So let's go on Adebayor. We'll try and see if we can get the last one, and then we will kick off with the draft. And there we go, we get the Adebayor that we were looking for. So we put him up at, again, 34,000 coins. Pretty sure, as I'll go and double check, that that definitely is going to be the one, and that he's not now suddenly gone down in price. No, so the cheapest on there is still 35,000. So the two Adebayors that we've got, although they haven't sold right now, they will definitely sell. which will see us at our 1-2-2-2. So obviously after we've paid for the draft, you're looking to come back and see that at 1207, sorry. So we'll go and get into the draft. We will spend the 15,000 coins that we've made. Literally made them on 6 common and bold players. So that's not too bad. Has taken a little bit longer, but that's because of the time of the morning it is on a Monday. I think I'm a little bit unsure with these formations. I quite like the 4-3-3, but I would like a few. I don't know. No, we're going to go with the 4-3-3, standard 4-3-3. So not a great start, as we get plenty of players who have special cards, but not their actual special version. So I'm not going to be taking any of those. I'm going to take David Silva just because he's probably got the easier link in terms of Premier League and Spanish if we do get our special cards start to come through. Rojas is another card that I have been doing on the CONMEBOL snipes as well. He goes for around about 50 to 55,000. I picked a few of him up at 43. But we're going to go and get Wijnaldum. I want to see a lot better cards than this, really. These are pretty terrible. We'll take that Dominguez because he's the highest rated special card there. Here we go. We've got some team of the seasons now. None of them that great though, unfortunately. Gignac, we saw in a foot eliminator with Matty, has a great shot, but just unfortunately with that pace, I'm just not sure about it. So we'll take Inaki Williams and we'll put David Silva in there for now. Obviously I would hope to get someone a little bit better at forward. This is a tough one. I'm probably going to take Mahrez. Just because if I do again have to link with the David Silva, at least I've got the strong link there. We're going to go ahead and take Barnes, I think. Yeah, we're going to take Barnes. There's better Ronaldos. We'll go and take Barnes. I need more icons, really. We'll take Yuri Burichiche. Again, Spanish, so it links up nice and easily with David Silva if we need to. Not some great ones there. We'll go and take Sergio Ramos. He's the one that makes the most sense. I know he's got better cards, but we didn't get off of them in that instance. Going to take Sydney just because he's a lot better than that other card that we got offered. Okay, not any leagues here that we would want to see, but plenty of very good right backs. I'm going to go and take Dumfries. If we got Van Dijk at the right centre back, he would then link up. And with that in mind, we're going to go and take Edison as our Premier League goalie. So let's go and see what we can get on the reserves bench before we have to lock in the players. We've got that Ronaldo again. I still think there's better versions, so I'm going to take Jordi Alba. I want a better version of him if I'm going to have to play him at striker. Oh, hello. Here we go. So we've got Garrincha. That puts it up to 94 chem. Obviously that left centre mid spot is costing us at the moment. Oh, we've got Striker Ribery. Now this card is sick. I will find a way to get this guy on my team. Zidane in the middle again now would be a great offer if we could get him. Nothing in that one, stinky pick. The Costa doesn't really link to anyone. We don't need any more left backs or right backs. I'm going to take Xavi Martinez for the Spanish link to give us some chem there. Because it's unlikely that Dominguez is going to play really anyway. We've got a couple of things to sort out in our defence, so that would be one thing that helps us out. We really don't want our Silva here. Okay, Varane, I think, has to be the pick. So what we're going to end up doing is putting Varane here, putting Lehmann in goal. Switch around my stuff right hand side. That gets them all on full chem, nice and lovely. Now we've just got a couple of things to sort out in the midfield after this. We'll take Nelson Semedo as well, so that way that caps off really the sort of position of the right back. I know we have got Wijnaldum there, but without getting Van Dijk, we weren't really going to be able to fit all them in. I'm going to take Mateus Pereira on that right hand side now. Strong links to Garrincha. Another good icon midfielder would be incredible. That's where we get our Silva pick. Not what we wanted to see. So we're looking for something to rescue it here. Obviously this is the striker position, so we're not going to get anything amazing, but we have got Richarlison, who actually could potentially help us out a lot. And we didn't get an icon to finish. Okay. So we go and chuck Richarlison up striker there. He's probably our best pick. He obviously does give us 98 chemistry. The main problem we've got here is in our midfield at the moment. Now, the only way I can see to rectify that potentially, if I put Wijnaldum in there, I really don't think there is many ways to fix this, you know. This could potentially be where we are at. And if it's for the sake of one chem, I don't really want to bring on a sub when it's only risking one chem. So I think I'm going to bring that Matheus Pereira on to start off with. It's only one chemistry. Doesn't change anything to Semedo. Doesn't change anything to David Silva. So I think we're at are we at a 190? Well, we'll be at a 190 if we get the manager on this one. So really good attack, front three, really good back five. Midfield is a little bit stinky. But what we could probably do is bring on Ribery in the midfield. 5-star. He's high attacking, so we'll probably bring him as like the central midfielder as part of a cam, and then maybe bring Dominguez on at that left centre mid position. He looks like a box to box. But let's go and get our manager, see if we can get those extra 2 chem. We're looking really for Spanish or maybe Brazilian, just to give us an extra 1 boost. But Spanish Premier League, Portuguese Premier League gives us 100 chem. There we go. So that boosts David Silva up and also boosts Semedo to 8 chem as well. So that's perfect. We've got the 100 chemistry. We've got the 90 rated team. Let's go and get into our first round of the draft. Okay, so here we are. We're into the first round of the draft. We have a fairly good team to come up with. He's got the team of the year Messi on the right hand side there, and that David Luiz shapeshifter, which I'm not looking forward to playing against, in centre back, centre defensive mid. Other than that, not too worried. I don't know about Scream Aguero being that good, if I'm honest. I don't like him personally, but we'll see. He'll probably tear me apart. We've got a few subs to make, which we're going to go and make straight off the bat, just in case the ball goes out. So we're going to keep that Matheus Pereira, I think, on that right hand side. Actually, no, I'm going to move him to the other side because he is left footed. We're going to then put Dominguez in, who's right footed there, and we're going to move Frank Ribery into the centre mid, who's obviously going to be our attacker down that middle. Here we go. What can I say? Keeper saved it. It's just trickled into the path of Aguero. This guy does seem fairly good. He's done a lot of skill moves and things in the build up to this, so probably is a lot better player than me, but that's a little bit annoying that Lehmann's not saved that enough to stop it from being an easy deflective goal. And once again, I'm playing against someone who seems to want to try and move one player about the pitch all the time. I don't get it. I feel like I play a draft to be able to use all the players on the pitch. It's not foot champs, it's meant to be a bit of fun. But everyone just seems to want to use one player and let the AI do the rest, and it really annoys me. Again, I mean, I've never used Lehmann on this game, but oh my god. One save, straight back out to the player. I think goalkeepers on this game are generally terrible, but that's 2 goals from him saving and deflecting it out. There we go, we just dribble around that last defender there. I think he's expecting me to play the pass through. We do finally get a goal on the score sheet there. I've had a couple of good chances, but just the final pass really has been letting me down at the moment. Richarlison doesn't seem to be able to actually play very good passes. I have a similar problem with my my own team, and Timo Werner doesn't seem to be able to play very good passes as a striker. But we have got a goal. We are 2-1. We've just got to try and stop this guy being able to attack. And there we go, straight away as I'm talking about it, we are 2-2. And he's paused the game, so I don't know if he's going to make some changes there. But yeah, there's a nice run from Barnes and a nice cutback. See us at 2-2, which I think is probably a fair result as we speak at the moment. Straight from kickoff, 3 blocks there, was it? 3 blocks of the ball. This game is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so we go into half time. As you can see by the stats there, he has been peppering us a little bit more than we have for him. But I do feel like we've been very unlucky with the rebounds and things. Unfortunately, is it Mateus Pereira, the West Brom Brazilian guy? Although his goal with his left foot was fine and he is left-footed, does not have a right foot at all. We had a really good chance where we should have put it 3-3 and he just didn't get it on target. I'm going to show you that little bit of there for where I passed the ball and it's just the worst pass in the world. Just then seen him get through with Messi. I genuinely cannot believe how bad this game's passing is. If FIFA 21 is like this, I think they'll lose a lot of people playing this game. Not much to say about that. From a corner, I'm trying to change player to get to the right player to try and run him down, and it doesn't change player right, so then I end up further behind than I should be in the run. And look at that passing. What can you do? What can you do? So that one's over and we are out in the first round. And I can't say it's because he really dominated my play. I know the stats look like he's had a little bit more of this game, but with my 3 unlucky goals, by not being able to change player, running back to try and stop Guilherme's counter-attack, and just generally the passing in the game, which was absolutely abysmal. I don't really know what to say about it, if I'm honest. And this is why I don't play weekend league, because I would just get far too frustrated with playing guys like that all the time who just want to defend with one player. Yeah, I don't have the patience all the time. Nothing in this pack. I don't think we'll get anything in these gold packs. You will see there that I have got the player moments pack. Now I was going to keep that for a collaboration. I was hoping to do a foot eliminator collaboration video. Unfortunately, I have sent a few messages out and I've had no reply at the moment. So if you guys do know any sort of YouTubers who would be interested in sort of doing a collab like that with me. Wow, the shadow cards have gone down. I suppose there is nothing left really in the game, so it's just list that up for like 6,000 just on a bargain. Yeah, if you do know any sort of YouTubers that aren't massively established that would like to do a collab, have something a little bit different on their series, let me know and we'll go and maybe figure out what we're going to do. But to treat you guys, because the actual rest of the content was so terrible, we're going to open the player moments or top moment pack here. In terms of who I would like to see, really, I think the only person that might potentially fit in my team is Goretzka. But let's go and smash it open, let's see what we get. I don't know what nation I'm wanting to see here, this is the weirdest thing. English, is that Madison then? No, that is Danny Ings' Tots card. Okay, so this is not very good because that was actually one of the cheapest SBCs to do, I believe. I didn't do it because I don't have any room for him in my team. The SBC was cheap. He's 93 rated. I suppose that's pretty good. Stats wise, he actually looks like a very good card. Maybe I'll do an episode on him. Who knows? It may well be that I'll start doing some Foot Eliminator episodes just by myself, when I'll involve Twitter in deciding about my discards and things, which may well be a way to actually get this series up and running, because really I've only been able to do the episodes with Matty, and obviously we're not having a face cam and all the right kit. It doesn't actually look the way that I would want the video to look. But this has been an episode on the Graft to Draft. Obviously I've seen there the way that I've been able to get the coins that I have needed as we go onto my transfer list. Other than the fact that the shadow I've just sold, look, we got those 15,000 coins with literally just 6 CONMEBOL players. Definitely worth sniping and selling on at the moment, because like I say, I went from 200k to 1.2 million in just about 2 days. So like I say, take some from this, with trading on CONMEBOL players. If you want to try and make some coins now and build some sick teams, because all the special cards are out and they're a lot cheaper than they would usually be, so why not just go and build some new teams to some of the new cards and try them out. This has been a Graft to a Draft, like I say. Unfortunately we're out in the first round, but there will be a pack and guess episode up probably Wednesday or Thursday. That'll be on the other account on the PlayStation, where I'll be completing all the SBCs with the coins that we did build up on there through the Graft to a Draft. As always, please smash a like on the video and comment, and as always, do subscribe. When we get to 100 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway, but also the more subscribers we get, the more chance I've got in getting those collaborations. So please do subscribe, tell your friends. I've been B-RAD, thanks for tuning in.